Welcome, everyone. My name is Tom, and thank you for tuning us in. And by the way, this will be my 90th YouTube video. So if there is anyone out there that has been watching all 90 of them, many blessings to you and all my love. And even if this is the first time you've tuned in, all of my love. Thank you. Today we'll be talking about two interesting animals, insects. We're talking about the sparrows and also our friends, the ticks. But first, as always, Archangel Michael and Archangel Faith. And once again, they both are with our throat chakra to help us speak our truth. And as I mentioned many times, call on Archangel Faith, Archangel Michael, to protect us against darkness and negativity from others. And those are from Diana Cooper. Michael and Faith, come with your swords of light, your suits of armor, and with your countless legions of angels to light, to guard, to rule, to guide, to protect, and defend us now and always. Come, divine masters of supreme divine protection, strike away any and all negativity from others in thought, in word, in deed, in action, and vibration, and send it back where it would do no harm. Protect us from dark energy. A lot of dark energy happening now, so please protect all of us. And we call also the deep blue dragons to assist with getting rid of the lower vibrations and energies and dark forces that are around us. Besides Archangel Michael and Archangel Faith, we call the deep blue dragons for assistance. We do not accept any energy from others unless it is loving and in the highest vibrations of the highest Mother, Father, God, Creator, Great Spirit, Source. Please enclose us with your divine wings. Wrap them completely around us and enclose us in your protective energy, always at every moment of each day and each night. We ask these things as we do in gratitude and thanksgiving to Source, Creator, Mother, Father, God, and Great Spirit. Excuse me, water is life. Love my cup. The medicine wheel. As I'm looking out the window now, I can see my bird feeders, and all I see is sparrows. I find sparrows to be very frustrating. I love all birds. I have many backyard feeders. I love watching and observing bird behavior. If you're like me and you feed the backyard birds, do you notice how the sparrows just take over? They come in flocks with their young ones and all of them. Most birds come by themselves or in pairs. But as I mentioned, the sparrows just come in flocks and they push others out of the way. They are very, very aggressive. They really go through the bird seed, as you would know if you feed the birds. So my frustration was the subject for this talk, because I do love all of God's creatures. So I want to understand the sparrows. And I wanted to show you all of the different types of sparrows that we have. There are 6 on that page. And we have more sparrows. There's a house sparrow, etc. More sparrows. So, whoops. There are quite a lot of varieties of sparrows. And more sparrows. And I think there might be one more page. Sparrows. So, as I mentioned, there's many varieties and types of sparrows. This is taken from Ted Andrews. Sparrow. The sparrow has not always been considered the pest that it is today. It is a perky, very assertive bird that can hold its own against many forms of predation. The sparrow lives in all habitats in the United States. There were no natural checks upon it, and thus it multiplied and multiplied and multiplied at a fantastic rate. The sparrow has a share of lore, as with many birds. One story tells of how it was the one bird present throughout the crucifixion of Christ, making it a symbol of triumph after long suffering. It was a symbol of household divinities in Britain. And during the Middle Ages, it was a symbol for the peasants and the lower classes throughout Europe. Peasants, as this time, were often helpless under the power of the overlords. Because of this, they loved to hear tales of how the insignificant sparrow triumphed over such powerful enemies. Wolves, bears, and eagles, which were the traditional symbols of nobility and those who mistreated the peasants. And its ability to multiply and assert itself in spite of predation reflects the idea that nobility of the common person is inherently strong. For those who have a sparrow as a totem, or those that love sparrows, look around you. Are you allowing others to take your dignity? Have you forgotten your own self-worth? Have you begun to think that you will always be under the heel of some tyrant, human or social? The sparrow will show you how to survive. It will awaken within you a new sense of dignity and self-worth, helping you to triumph in spite of outer circumstances. Very interesting. This is from Stephen Farmer. A little bit more about the sparrow. The meaning of the sparrow. This is a very productive and prolific time. Look for the nobility in the most common of things and people, including yourself. Know your self-worth. Walk with poise, your head up, eyes straight, showing the world your self-respect and dignity. Your heart is opening more and more to the love you receive, and you're more readily expressing love. Your energy and vitality are awakening, and you'll find yourself whistling or singing without even being aware of it. So blessings to all the sparrows, and you're welcome always. And next we're going to talk about topic not everyone might be familiar with, ticks. I'll show you a picture, an illustration of ticks. Where did you go? There we go. A nice illustration of ticks. That's what they look like if you've never seen one. And some of the meanings are facing your fears, heightened awareness, discomfort, ancient consciousness, and healing trauma. Probably facing fears. Well, right now it's summer. It's been a very hot summer and very humid. Great weather for ticks. I've been hiking weekly for quite some time. Hiking off the trails, ticks will hop on for a ride. I do not fuss. I just pick them off. This reminds me of the Brad Paisley song from a few years ago. I want to check you for ticks. A friend of mine years ago gave me a message as she journeyed to speak to a tick. The message was, we only bother those people who disrespect the earth and do not respect wildlife and the forest and the environment. That being said, just be careful when hiking and always check yourself for ticks. If you haven't heard that song, Brad Paisley. So, some words about the tick. This is from also Ted Andrews. And the key word is unbalanced relationships. The tick is an arachnid, meaning it has 4 pairs of legs. The first pair is modified to function as a cutter, enabling the creature to slice the skin. It has a chemical in the saliva that dissolves tissue so that it can embed its mouth parts into the skin. The saliva can transmit diseases such as typhus and Lyme disease. Ticks are large members of the mite family, and they're all external parasites of reptiles, birds, and mammals. They molt and wait in foliage, ready to attach to any animal or human that brushes past. They attach themselves to their host only with their mouth parts, and they feed only on blood. Most drop off their hosts after feeding. Because of this, they often reflect imbalance in some aspect of relationships. The fact that all ticks feed upon blood should force us to examine the significance of blood. Blood is the life fluid and often symbolizes the vitality and joy of life. Animals that feed on blood or cause blood infections should be examined in the light and what we are allowing to affect our own vitality and joy in life. Are we allowing others to drain our vitality and diminish our joy? Some ticks do spread disease. The most recognizable in recent years is Lyme disease, named after the town in which it was first discovered. It is an infection of the blood in which early recognition and treatment with antibiotics will take care of it and prevent more difficult problems. Maybe this is a reminder that if we have problems with others affecting our joy in life, early recognition and treatment may be critical to our future health. All ticks require us to examine our relationships. Are those around us feeding off us in any way? Are we feeding off others in the same inappropriate manner? Relationships are likely unbalanced right now. Others may be taking advantage. Examine closely what is affecting your own vitality and joy. Once again, the ticks. Are you in an unbalanced relationship? Are others taking advantage of you? And the sparrow, a new sense of dignity and self-worth. Once again, thank you so much. It's our 90th YouTube video. I want to, before we close, go out with this, taken from Alana Fairchild. When the mind says no, but the heart leaps with joy, we are ripe for a transmission of empowering grace. The sweet paradox is that the more impossible the situation appears to be, the more we are supported through grace, and our divine success manifests, swift and complete. Let the faith of the heart overcome doubt. Allow your mind to be filled with wonder at the unlimited power of the divine, and you shall bear witness to sacred manifestation. Thank you. As you can see, my wolf, a lion, and a great book, Crazy Horse, The Lakota Warriors of Life and Legacy. One love. Thank you for tuning us in, and happy trails and love to all.